Now, beads blasting is real simple, or sand. It doesn't like grease or silicone or anything like that where the material bounces. If the beads bounce off it like rubber or something soft, it just bounces back in your face. It doesn't cut anything. It won't cut away, and it'll just blast the aluminum away, and it just eats the aluminum away, and the stuff you're trying to get off stays on. So when you got oil and residue like this in here, you got to go in and pre-clean this. So this I'm going to have to clean up. Now all these passages are full of rocks and stuff like that. It helps to run some drills through all this stuff and get these holes opened up, because blasting is not going to go through that and knock it out very well. So you can use like a Phillips screwdriver, something like this. Try to break it free. You can use a pick, something like this. I'm just going to go in here and break it up. Okay, see that one only went straight down. I just push it in deeper, but that's a good sign. That means it's probably come out. I put in the gallery in here now, so. Okay, we'll see if we can blow that out now. So, these fucking dirt dauber things here like putting holes, they like filling the holes up full of crap. So, gotta make sure the stuff's cleared out before you try to use it. Okay, let's see if anything comes out of there. See, some came out. Just like those big bead things, you got to break it up to get the stuff out. So I'll blow the air through that a couple times and get things cleaned out. There's another hole right here, it's plugged up. So this stuff can be nasty at times. Now if you get the beads or sand to go through the hole, it'll clean the hole out. But if it just hits the bottom of the hole, it just plugs it up and the air bounces around, doesn't do anything. So that one goes in the back side of over here. Comes out right here in that hole down there. And right there like that. It's a 48 to 52 case, so that's how it's like that. See, it's a 48 casting. And the casting date was 5 of 0. So that'd be 5 of 50. It's an E code casting, so that means there's been, you go A, B, C, D, E, F. So you go up the alphabet. So it's 5th change. And A was the second change, so it's actually 6th change. So this case has been, this mold was changed 6 times before it was casted. It was cast in 50. So there you go, mid 50. That would probably make it a 51 case because it's late in the year, mid-year. So it's considered late. So they make changes, you don't know what they are. You know, they make small differences. They can add a little metal here and there. You know, I know in 51 they put a breather, a screw right here for a tappet screen. I think it was 51, for sure 52 had that. It's not in here yet, that'd be another revision. So obviously this one is not that new. There's another hole that's plugged. Is that over there? So, all the crap comes out, see? See how these holes get partially plugged right here? Just fucking dirt daubers. So, like I said, doesn't hurt to break this stuff up before you go to the blaster. It's less work for blasting. The less blasting you do on the aluminum, the better, because, like I said, it removes material. No matter what you're doing, you move material. See, these holes are plugged up right here. These things are 100% plugged up. Drill bits work really good for this. Go in there and knock it out with a drill bit. So I'm going to blow on these a little bit, try to blow all this stuff out of here. How about that hole there? Oh, that one's plugged up too. The hole people don't remember is there, but see, it's right there. Generator strap goes right there. It's always plugged up full of something. Yeah, I got a bolt in this one, frozen in there, great. Well, it looks like they were working on the oil pump. See, it looks open from this side. It ain't open on that side. started filling out when it wasn't filled up all the way, see? Just your feed line here. Goes back under there. There it goes. That's your pickup for the bottom of the case. There's a gasket on there, clear. There's one of these clear plastic gaskets. I hate these things. They came out with the 70s, they came out with these stupid gaskets. Plastic crap. They thought plastic was gonna be better than paper. Yeah. Kind of one of those two-handed jobs you need two hands to do, but I only got one. Oh well. There you go. Crappy plastic. So plastic came out in the mid-70s, as I recall. The hole's pretty plugged up too. Yeah. You got the case out so you can pull on it. And it's got a smaller, got a step hole in this one. There it goes. All right. You keep having more holes that are plugged, see? Endless. Dust, dirt daubers. They like making our life rough. Plugging up all these holes everywhere. So when you rebuild a motor, you got to make sure you get all these holes opened up. When there's crap like this in the bad, you got a problem. Now this here is probably caused from a broken rod. See, it's got evidence of things going around and hitting on it. Especially right in here, heavy hit. So things went around, blew it out, and it started coming around, hitting over here and knocking out even more. Big chunk missing out of here too. Chunk missing out of there. So that's evidence of debris coming out. This one over here, there's no evidence of that. On the inside, this one I've already blasted. See, it's nice and clean, sharp edges. This is actually casted that way, see the casting mark. So this 80 case, probably about 1980. No, it's 1979, 579, so it's a 1980 case. So it's a late casting. So there's no evidence of here. So this one here was broken in an accident. So that means external forces broke it. So that means the frame decided to go different than what the motor was. So it broke it away. It also broke the alternator lip here off because the primary didn't want to stay with the motor either. So it took a big hit over here on this side, just knocked everything out. So this whole frame section here where it bolts to the motor decided to go in a different direction. So it went different direction. This one here, this one's an internal stress broke it. This is external force broke it. Different things, same result, broken. Alright, so it's got to be cleaned out. Now the other thing we use around here is air nozzles. So you have multiple stuff. You got different style rubber tips, and you got different style tubes for blowing into. Now, these here, if you want to pressurize a hole, they're good for doing that. It seals the hole and all the pressure goes through. This one here will not see the hole, it'll blow up in your face. So they work pretty good for bolt holes. So you got a bunch of crap in the bottom hole, you stick this down in there and it blows it out. See, that one only goes down that deep. So if you just blow air out here, it doesn't go very deep. If you go all the way down the bottom of the hole and blow on it, all the shit in the bottom of the hole will blow out in your face. You gotta get the hole clean. Alright, more interruptions, we'll be back. Okay, here's the case after I cleaned all up. So I got all the oil, dirt, and grease and crap off. So now it's just corrosion and built-in dirt. So I found there's a broken bolt right there. And this bolt don't want to come out. So other than that, no major issues I could see other than being broken all the hill. Pretty much all expected on all that stuff. So anyway, that's your first stage in cleaning, is get all that junk out. A lot of stuff came out of the bolt holes. So got that all cleaned out. Now the holes go in there real nice and deep. I don't think you can really see in the camera very well, but They go down there all the way now. It's amazing how many chips you get out of holes that were drilled, 60, 70 years ago. And chips come out and being all over your hands when they first made the case, because the holes were never fully cleaned. So, alright, so now this is ready to be blasted. At this point, blasting goes a lot easier because you get all the crap off of it. Now it's just normal blasting at this point. Okay, so this goes in here like that, and I'm going to make some noise. Now, it's hard to videotape and blast at the same time because it takes two hands to blast. And it's hard to see in there. If you turn the light on, it helps, see? So I'm going to see how I'm going to make this work. Don't have anybody here to help, so I got this fancy new tripod I got that we're going to try to set up. And of course we got phone call. We'll be back. Okay, we're going to go with this setup here and see if we can see when I'm blasting. It's pretty hard to see. We'll see how it works. Alright. Yep, it's in there. Contact. Clean the window might help. tripod's kind of messed up. Okay. The air is cleared. All right. So someone had this washer jammed in there. Top of that hole right there. Supposed to take a special nut that goes in there, so they had this washer sticking in there, which wasn't right. So got it out. It did not want to come out, obviously. All right. So when you got really high pressure, things blast quick. When you get down to no pressure, it don't do nothing. So right now my regulator is broken back up in here, which is that big thing up there. There's it. There it is. That thing right there is broken. So we're running unregulated air pressure. So when you start at 180 pounds, it blasts really, really good. Normally I have my air pressure set to 80 pounds. Right now we're down at 70 over here, it says. Over here in the blaster, it was down here at 50 pounds. When it gets down under 80, it starts really slowing down on how much cleaning action you actually get in this thing. So it looks really impressive when it's blasting quickly, which destroys the beads real quick, but right now I'm stuck with that way of doing things. So I try to keep it's around 100 pounds, I start blasting again. I just let it build up to 100 pounds, I come back and start blasting so the beads don't disappear too quickly. But obviously you can see how it cleans pretty nicely, really quick. Now getting all this little detail stuff cleaned up is going to take a lot longer. These shafts are extremely rusty. Get them blasted up and try to get them yanked out, but I might not. I'll probably just leave them in there for now. These studs are pretty rusty in here. I don't know if they're going to be usable or not. I know they'll probably take a lot to get them out, but oh well, that's what it is. This case is all broken, so it's going to have to be remachined anyway, so they really need to come out. Like I said, they are very, very rusty. You can feel how uneven they are. So, but overall, it looks pretty clean. I got to spend a lot of time getting blasting on these holes. You still got evidence of dirt daubers in there. So we still got to do a lot of cleaning yet. That's just quick and dirty. It looks really impressive right now, but the case is only half clean, even though it looks a lot better than that. They're not even halfway done yet. But so it'll take probably half an hour blasting time to get these nice, if not 45 minutes. So anyway, we'll work on that. Get the air pressure going back up, get some air in this place. How you doing? Alright, we'll be back after I get them cleaned up.